All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is episode 16 of our Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 full gameplay walkthrough. So in the last video, we saved Hans and this other fella, and we're on the way back somewhere. I don't know where we're going off the top of my head, but that's what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where we're going. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate you checking into the channel. And as
I have
always,
to join Capon
I hope
soon.
you guys enjoy
If I lose
the
it
video.
here, I save.
Yeah. Oh! Hold up.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name
Mini
is
Santa appreciate the
Vauquelin.
rose.
Vocala.
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vocla. Would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant. En.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not talented in any art or conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
There we go.
Self-pity, damn it! I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's troubling
you, Sir Hans?
What do you think? It all turned to shit again, and I ended up in captivity. I'm thankful at least that Hanush won't have to pay von Bergov a ransom for me. I'd never live that down. But I'll still have to listen to another lecture from him about how useless I am. Or do you have a different feeling about our Trotsky mission? Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war, it's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps, several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalian. No fortress.
No, man.
Maybe one fortified courtyard. Practically
brother.
insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy. And
Ruby,
destroying enemy assets
Ruby Costello
is an
said, wait, my
effective
brother
tool
got
of
this
war.
game yesterday.
Wars are not
Yes,
decided
sir.
only in battles. There are not even many of
Prepared
those.
for about 40
To strike
hours
in the
of
rear,
gameplay.
make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening.
You're right, Hans. We must find allies and put a stop to it as soon as possible, so we can save as much as we can.
Yes, but we failed in Trotsky. And now this is our punishment.
I see that short captivity has turned you into a philosopher, Lord Capon. You should apply to the Faculty of Arts before the muse lifts you again.
Yeah!
Kobe, hello, what up? Uh-oh. 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 Kobe said I got school, not gonna be here that long. Hey, appreciate you for checking in, brother. Make sure you click that subscribe button so you can check in next time.
scoundrels!
We got saved, brother.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy.
What you mean one thing at a time?
Word reached Ratai that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
It all went downhill from the
no
start.
sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light, only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Berghoff was suspicious from the start.
Von Berghoff was behaving oddly right from the start. But we had no idea what was behind it. It all came out after we set out with von Berghoff's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Berghoff has been the real enemy all this time. And Zizka is actually our ally.
Zizka. He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's quite a character, but he helped
He's
us.
some impoverished yeoman. But he's handy in a battle, and he helped us when we needed it.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Rabosh. Why Rabosh? Of all the places in the world.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Favak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
Yeah, he's been stealing
It
silver.
seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Berghoff in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
We should send us.
Can we go to Rabosh with you? We could certainly use a drink, a bite to eat, and a comfortable bed.
I wish I could say yes, son, but the city council assembly is a big opportunity. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh, but you'll have to return to the city right away and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What? How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it?
No, I know how to use it, brother.
Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
T'inquiète. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Bergov's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
So we gotta go
Adieu
back
et bonne chance.
to Kuttenberg.
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon.
And we gotta go blackmail Vivak again. To get us into this city council for this meeting. Bruh. Infiltrate the find out how to get into the city from Master Vivak. Alright. I need to take a shower in this game. Let's travel day. Leave that man be. Leave that man be. I don't want to talk to that man. Yo, and I leveled up. There we go. Hey, I need to wash off for real, dog. I'm real dirty. All right, let me get off this horse. Dang, I need to wash off, bro. Look at that. Let me get cleaned up. Woo! All right. That's better.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
All right. Let's go figure it out. Excuse me, ma'am. What you making? All right. Looks like we gotta go in here. Am I not allowed to be in here or something? Yo,
Glad to
Vivek.
see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the city council assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
I'd like to see the king.
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
I want to know what Sigismund wants from
I
the
want to know
council.
what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we
Well, that was
can
easy.
make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself or
No, I ain't gonna do that to you, brother.
end of our business together.
That is not.
I
for
must
you
have
to
misheard
decide.
you. Our collaboration is only just beginning. Quill warrior.
Are you deaf, you impertinent pup? I repeat, I'll get you to the assembly and there ends our business. Over and done with.
All right, have it your way. So,
You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Well, he's gonna have to give it up. What's his name?
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
All right. What do I need
What
for
will
the
I
job?
need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
All right. Where can
Where
I
can
find
I
him?
find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that
We
tin
need to go
hen.
there and just talk that dude into giving us the
That
clothes.
German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is zum Eisernen Adler.
How do I
What
get him
would
to
work on
cooperate?
him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly.
Great.
be going
Whatever,
there.
brother. I'll see you at the
Just
council.
make sure we both come out of it alive.
How I get out of here? All right. Oh wait, I do need to upgrade. Upgrade my character. Agility. The piercing damage of all melee weapons is increased by 5. The slashing damage of all is increased by 5 after performing a perfect dodge. After 10 seconds of fast spring, you'll briefly get a bonus stamina recovery. Let's do finesse. All right. I ain't got no secondary skills. I can't upgrade anything else.
So they can't.
So how far away is this place that we got to go? I mean, is it like a... Oh, it's not bad. It ain't bad.
But that's just what they want you to think.
It ain't bad. Let's run over there right quick.
God bless you.
All right, let's cut through right here. Excuse me, ma'am.
Don't think I don't know who you are.
You don't know nothing about me, ma'am. So he's somewhere right here getting clothes, is what we're told, right?
Mind where you're going.
My fault. He's somewhere right... Oh, he's somewhere in here getting some clothes. Hey, what you got? I need to trade. Let's sell something. Ooh, sell that. Well, these traders don't have no money, bro.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Lord sees you.
Shut up. All right. Wait, is it just like a small search area or something? It is. It's a really small... Oh, he's over here, bro. He's over here. He's definitely over here talking to the tailor.
Dyed broadcloth. Beautiful.
Let me chat. Wait, is this not... This ain't it. Oh, let's see what I can sell. How much does she have? Oh, she's got plenty. Sell that.
I could tell that's stolen from... I'll buy it. How much do you want for it?
A discount. Oh my gosh.
Here.
Well,
There you go.
and take care. A fine day.
stay for some
Bro, where's this
fine-
dude at, bro? Hold up. Alright.
wares. Come and take your pick.
Alright, where's this dude at?
Did? We talked about it at the market the other day.
We talked about the rats in your pantry, didn't we?
Aye, that too.
The best wares on the market. Come and take
Ooh, repair. I need to repair almost everything I got.
Knives! Knives for sale! Iron and steel! All quality pieces!
Confirm.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend.
I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks.
Is this him? Hey, yo, Franta.
What do you want, you vagrant?
I'm not a vagrant.
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
I'll do the
Supposing
job.
I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid.
I'll pay you.
Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the
I'll
arse.
pay you more.
Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pictures so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
A wonderful day for a wonderful purchase.
Don't worry about how
Let me
much
put
you
it
want.
another way. How much do you want for your place?
Finally, some sensible talk. But it won't come cheap.
cat,
When I
thanks.
count it all up, new clothes, wages, a backhander to get in there at all, not to mention the coin I'd make in other places if I could say I served the King of Hungary.
I'll pay you.
All right, here you are, you daylight robber.
To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines
yeah.
apart and that?
I got it. Don't worry about it. Yes.
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks.
Appreciate
I
you.
won't disgrace you. I promise.
You better not. Farewell, you.
Awesome.
Some fine wares. Come and take your...
Okay, hold on. I need to repair.
Needles, threads, pins.
Thank you kindly.
You're welcome.
And come again,
Something's
friend.
broken. I have something that's broke, like almost broken. But I don't know what it is. Oh, it's my boots. And I
Why are you bothering? I ain't good.
push. Oh, I'm sorry.
I apologize. Let's just forget about it.
Absolutely not.
I'll
sorry.
pay you. All right, trade.
I'll have a look at the way.
Let me just go ahead and buy some new boots, right? I feel like that's what we should do. He ain't even got none. All right, hold on.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't
Look.
want anything then, eh?
I want to repair. I can't even repair my
Linen
boots.
canvas.
Whatever.
The softest linen canvas. Come and buy the finest canvas.
Hey, listen. Say the... Great.
There we go. All right, look.
Stick it up your bum.
Genius.
All right, report for duty. Where do I have to go? Oh, it's literally right here.
You done something I should know about?
All right, look. I gotta get dressed though. I gotta get dressed. So we're taking all of this junk off, and we putting that on. We're putting that on. Yo, we gonna wear... It's dirty. We're gonna wear some spectacles. Alright. I can't wear my sword, dog. But I'll keep my dagger on. I keep that dagger on me. I keep that dagger on me. Alright. Report for duty. Hey, sir, I'm the new royal
Franta
waiter.
Cooldown sent me.
Dang, I should have took a bath.
I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He's drunk.
He got as drunk as a lord. Totally pie-faced. Then he fell into a ditch, and now he's staggering around the streets, God knows where.
I might have expected. Once, he turned up with a hangover, and as soon as he smelt
Yo,
wine,
Apache, appreciate
he
the
threw
like.
up all over the chapel door. I told him if that ever happened again, he was for the boot. Oh, well, you'll have to take his place for today. I've no time to find someone else. We can't be without a waiter here when the king himself will need waiting on.
Apache, appreciate the follow.
So,
W Apache,
let's have a look
appreciate
at
you.
Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
know
right.
what your duties are?
Of
For an
course.
inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
I'll be happy
I'll
to
happily
learn.
listen to any advice.
Yo, AA World.
I wouldn't want to foul things up.
Appreciate you.
I should
Appreciate the
certainly
the
hope
sub.
not.
Appreciate
now
you.
listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In
Hey,
short,
everything's been
behave
going
as
good
if you're
with
not
me.
there.
What about you? What
but
about
when
you?
one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Stay in the background.
Stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
That's
Huh?
easy. That's easy.
I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes. Understood.
Got it. I got it.
Absolutely. I'm a waiter,
I
after.
got it.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the king, but you'll manage it. Right?
I got it.
I know
got it.
everything I
Let's
need
go.
to.
I got it. Come on.
I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Let's go. We got this. Come on. Let's go. All right, pouring wine. Orders. A guest will order wine either to Kaji or monastery by calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat their order. Pouring wine. On the table in the corner of the room, you'll find 2 pitchers of wine. Take the one that one of the guests wants to pour and walk to his table with the pitcher. The chat will activate the option to pour wine for him. After serving the guest, you can return the pitcher or wait to see if the next guest wants the same wine. Be careful not to let guests wait too long or pour them a wine they didn't order. Repeated delays or mistakes won't be tolerated. All
The
right.
city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons.
There are the pictures of wine.
Okay, red,
Current
white.
Waffen
Got
Smash
it.
anyone's
is a
shoes.
joke. And on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it.
Hey, waiter, pour
Should
me
the
some
town
Sky.
reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are
I
you
apologize,
getting
sir.
at, Eldris?
Which one?
I'm saying
Tokai.
that the bandits
White.
who freed
Are you
Hennig,
deaf?
the dry
Takari.
devil, used that thing.
Takari!
That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon.
You can't
Can
walk
you
no
believe
faster
it?
than this.
Where did they get them?
Here you go,
You're
sir.
the one who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
Thank you,
What are you
You're
implying,
welcome.
Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott.
Put that back.
It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads
waiter,
do not
pour me
realize
some monastery
what
wine.
Schwierigkeiten this is. The dry devil is running
Wait, I think
free.
monastery's
There are
red, right?
Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves.
Monastery
with a
wine,
fear of
here.
halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly?
Well,
The
thank
merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
fancy some Tokai.
Refill,
boy.
Takai, here.
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can
Hey,
we
yes,
get
sir.
the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory.
This is easy, bro.
The king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if
This
he
is
waived
easy.
some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
So the king's
But
not
then
even
the
here yet.
Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Hey, youngster, some red.
Yes, sir, I'm coming.
So,
Come in,
the
sir.
cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths
Yo,
in
yo,
the city
A-World
fall
said,
far short of covering
right
all
now
the
just
citizens'
bored.
needs.
My office killing my time
I'm
subbing on
right,
Twitch.
Jerome.
So I appreciate you for
But
checking
the
in,
woman
AA
named
World.
Betty has showed up on Hopbrink. I want to repair the baths that used to be
What
there.
kind do you want?
She's a protege of Mara.
More wine, Master Bailiff.
I have
Commendable,
enough
but I don't think
Come closer.
it takes a firm...
I need something from you.
What you
There
need?
is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed
Yo,
the
AA
theft
World.
yet.
I'm gonna
But
play
if
some
Ulrich
Schedule 1
finds out,
after this video.
He'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I
Where
find
can
the
I
goblet?
find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
Got it. Got it.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths.
This is it?
unless the Lord wishes to punish
Nice.
the wickedness
is it.
that's going on in
Silver
there.
might just
Keeping
be.
the city clean is important. But we don't have money to spare.
There you go, sir.
Oh, did you find it?
Going to wash where in town?
I did. Here it
Did,
is.
Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
To keep coming back to it.
A trifle. Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the
Hey, World,
citizens
yeah,
is
man,
to
one day.
provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if
Alright.
the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His
I fancy
Majesty
some
honors
Tokai.
us with his visit.
Refill, boy.
And as we
Tokai,
know,
got you, brother. Come on.
Gunslin
Come on,
absolutely
then.
hates
Where
him.
you at? I'm
He
on
can
the
hate all he
way, my
wants,
friend.
as long as he does no damage. Ulrich,
There
what
you
have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm
Well.
not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's
Hey,
right.
boy.
Let's not burn
Full cup
the
of
anointed
monastery wine.
monarch with
Monastery. Hey, who's the
Me.
guy that I'm not supposed to
myself.
Who's the guy that I'm
Me.
not supposed to give?
I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
Thank
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
You there, lad.
What happened there?
A cup of bread.
Leave nothing out.
And don't you skimp
I
on
don't
me.
like Ruthard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it.
There you go.
I heard there were several dead.
Did
Well,
you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Ruthard will cause
Yo, hey,
any
Roll,
trouble.
I'll add you.
He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
All right, we're the king.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to
Who's
take
the
the
guy
law
that I'm
into their
not
own
supposed
hands
to
and
give?
restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we
Hey,
tolerate
boy,
this,
a full
the
cup of
rabble in the
monastery
city will go
wine.
wild and do whatever they want. I
Who was the guy that
suspect
I'm
the
not
gentleman
supposed to give
from the
anything
city's
to? I can't
sword
remember.
fighting school brought this custom to us. That German, Menhard, is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous.
Don't hang
Forsyth.
around me.
You
Vanish,
act like
hear
you've
me?
never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a...
Wait, who's the guy I'm not supposed to give anything to? Who is the guy I'm not supposed to give anything to? I
Bread
don't
of
remember.
proof. We're not some old fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are
Refill,
punished
sir.
by the
Do you think I come to the
And
castle
that's
just to
that.
guzzle wine?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
I really shouldn't, sir.
Really shouldn't, sir.
A fine servant you are.
Part of there one more reason.
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles,
kind of wine
and
you
no
want?
one is left unscathed.
Another
And you,
drop
a
of
councillor,
wine.
let
Don't make me
people throw
beg.
dirt on our work?
If I threw out
I
everyone who
apologise, sir.
complains over a beer,
Which wine?
Are you
I'd soon be
colourblind?
out of customers.
White.
I don't remember which guy it was
We'll
that I'm
never get
not
anywhere
supposed to
like
give
this.
any to, bro.
Why waste our time?
Good, sir.
You want to get me drunk?
Maybe that's the guy.
The eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime,
Hey, who's that
they are
guy,
calling
right?
diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village
Hey,
with a
wait.
monastery, and they are
Pour
going
me
to
some
Mockerol
monastery
mining
wine.
city.
The monastery?
Why can't we build faster?
I got
Hire
you.
more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Because
I'm on
those
the way.
so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites.
Sir?
You pay them, they come late, or report sick.
Well-
And if they do come, their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a waste of time. I
dude's drunk.
tell
We
you,
gotta- I gotta
a
stop giving it to
waste
him.
of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Engelin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Waiter!
Are the
Pour me
experts
red
from
wine.
far off?
Red wine, yes,
City
sir.
See?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Sir?
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
There you go.
Like, for instance,
I'm done with that guy
you'd
right
like
there.
to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, mein Freund. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha!
You
I
there,
think not.
lad. A cup of
Excuse
red.
me?
And don't you
You
skim
wanted
on
to
me.
buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I
There you go,
acquired
sir.
my seat for the services our guild provided.
Thank you,
and
waiter.
still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopring.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten.
Hey, hold on a second. I need to get... Oh, wait. Here's a good time to...
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Here we go. The king, baby. Is this King Sigismund? Oh, snap, baby. Oh, snap. Well, go pour that man some wine. What you standing there for? Don't look at him, Henry.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Peak game, peak moment. Yes, sir.
Unlike this plan of false!
Yo, Matt, appreciate the like. Appreciate you. At that time at Reborch Fortress. So this is going on at the same time. Let's see.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms.
Hold up. There we go.
20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too.
Your father should be proud of you, brother.
None of that matters a damn, Dick.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's
just drop it, Hans. I don't want to talk about it no more. Do you know any of these guests?
Of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Godwin's a beast. What you gonna do now,
What do you
Hans?
plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
What's it
How
like
does
to
it
be free,
feel
Hans?
to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women,
and
who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should.
Right, let's do it
Don't
then.
start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're
actually planning. All right, we're playing as Godwin, so let's go over here first. Hey, Brabant. Introduce yourself.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arretz.
But I can't even understand anything.
The last of my line.
Did I play
am
first
a
game, Matt?
warrior,
No, I never played
a
the first
traveler,
game.
a strategist, and also, à ma manière, hein, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
Oh, pleasure's all
It's a
mine,
pleasure
my
to
friend.
make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off.
How did you
How
end up
did
in
you end up
Malashov?
imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Kuttenberg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh,
so
misère.
Godwin in the first game was
It is clear you
was
have
that
never been
dude,
to
bro.
war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
I fought
The
in
last time was at
Nabokov.
Nabokov. And I'd be happy not to have to repeat it.
Ah, indeed. I have heard it was a very unequal fight.
That's a fact.
No one
No one
expected
was
Von Berger to come with
Diabolical,
all those
perhaps.
people.
But in my opinion, it shall be the future of warfare. Perhaps one day the generals will sit back drinking wine, while such devices shall wage war for them.
Do you reckon the defense of Kuttenberg would have gone better if you had them?
You said you were
You
a
say
poet?
you're a poet?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood.
My fault, brother. How come, we
How
haven't heard
come
of
almost
you before?
nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but Surely.
Where have
you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with...
This man don't know the Pope. Alright. Yo, Samuel.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred... And this is Samuel.
We would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in the end. Why would they not stare?
Are you trying to negotiate
Do you
better
want to make
terms?
use of the council to improve the status of Jews in the city?
Not at all. However, we would... The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable.
The whole land is on the brink of destruction.
You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel.
We just
arrived. Did you come to lend money to the Lord?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy.
So they want to give up money. I don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzik Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Oh, this is the guy. Oh, this is the guy that we went and talked to, and then he tried to lead us into a trap, and we absolutely decimated his friends. You remember that? When we were trying to find Liechtenstein. That's who this dude is.
Well, maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous
Samuel and Henry brothers?
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable...
Good health.
Good health.
L'chaim.
All right. Let's get this show on the road. The dry devil.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here.
I don't trust that dude at
The
all.
question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried
Yeah.
off everything that we possess.
I don't agree with this
Are
dude.
we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
That's what I think we should do.
Well-planned raids, and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing.
Here we go.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
I thought them boys was about to go into battle against each other. Because, you know, when you get like all those leadership personalities all in the same room and they disagree about stuff, it ain't good, bro. It ain't good. I thought that's what was about to happen. What's going on, brother, with the loading screen? What's going on? All right, I guess we're gonna close this game and reopen it back because I don't know what happened to it. I sure hope I don't have to sit through. I'll just skip through it. I don't know what happened, bro. I do not know what happened. All right, here we go. We're back. Here we go. We're back. Hold up. Oh my gosh, I gotta talk to these people again. Hold on.
Goodbye.
I'm just gonna skip through it.
I bet. But you, the friend, like.
How did...
And. Visbo, do you tell...
The last...
That... I am perhaps...
Do you... How...
I am up my grade there.
You say...
Jamais, I think.
Where have you...
But if you are, and if you...
And you would...
Which one?
Alright. That was an easy conversation. Hey.
Such... I'm good.
Peace out it and I'm and because and why...
Are you...
Hold on, I'm skipping through this because I already watched
did you
it.
not...
You don't... You...
I listened to it. Oh.
Very... You said... Wait, from Scott?
I knew...
My...
Maybe...
And...
Why?
Don't... Henry...
I don't...
That...
Enough.
For the...
Good hell. Alright, there we go. Look, can we skip?
Mark my word.
Well, that went just as expected.
This is where we're at.
Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of.
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite...
What you need me to do for that?
Indeed. And that...
As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has... And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the...
Well, I'm curious how you hope...
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
What if we provoke Sigismund?
Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp.
Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he
can't retreat either.
That'd be a
And
disgrace.
that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies. Their money. We just need negotiators who'll push...
Are you saying you set everything in motion, even...
More like in parallel. If we
Great,
find
so this
support
guy's
and make
already
it
been
look like
talking.
the whole thing was his idea...
Why are you doing all this?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless, and also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
You have an interesting way of
You're
approaching
certainly
things.
not the first to tell me that.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names.
Botchik,
of
Haman,
Kunstadt.
and
If
Anna.
you can get those 3. Meanwhile...
Let's do it then. I'll get on it.
I wish us both.
I'd rather discuss...
Alright. We gotta talk to 3 more people, dog. I'm so tired of talking to people. Where's this person's downstairs?
Not even Botchek?
Not even Butch.
Yo, let me talk
I'd like
to
to
you.
check your horse.
Ha! Even better. But you want...
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see...
I gotta talk to you, brother.
We have...
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
Oh, this is my dad?
I
come as an
came with a
envoy.
delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home.
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you describe...
Oh, shut up, bro. I wouldn't
I
have
wouldn't
set foot in here
set
if I had a choice.
foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
Oh, shut
You're
up.
as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Alder.
You're dishonoring your...
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
Who's Christopher?
You won't get away with those insults.
I don't
I
feel like
refuse to fight.
You've got no other option.
Gentlemen, surely I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth love, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God...
You want satisfaction? Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer court.
After you.
Well, that's that.
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christ...
That's just great, bro. Now I gotta beat the fool out this dude.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Stand
Enough.
firm. Otherwise, the first
That will
strike
do.
will put you on your...
Well, that was easy.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that?
That was easy.
Father
Get
always
off me.
said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me, and you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father...
Aye. Well...
So Father would be only he'll never be satisfied.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
No. He's always...
And no luck again, eh? When I was 6 years old, I fell off a... He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for...
Dang.
Only...
I always wondered who you were.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a...
And that's why you want...
The outcome of the war depends on it.
That sounds very important. Considering you and Alder are both... After your encounter... Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless...
What else can I...
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure.
All right, fine.
Then. You've heard... It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the...
You got...
Leave Alder to me.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pardon.
You're...
All right, perfect. All right, who's this person? We gotta go back up in here. Excuse me, Anna?
God be with you. There's something I'd like...
God be with you.
Your diplomatic support...
No beating around the bush, eh? I like...
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margaret...
Christ!
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions isn't a... Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out...
You know a
Hit
lot,
the
my
nail
lady.
on the head again, Mom.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crew.
Not only for people, but also for good food.
Who taught you
Who
that?
did you learn from? In my experience...
I acquired the basics from my husband. God rest his soul. And the rest I learnt quickly, as soon as others started sniffing around his... So, to the point.
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more. I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help?
Because you've got money, but you're
It's
wise.
not
as well.
only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has...
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought...
Okay.
All right, I'll help you.
Aldo will surely have the papers in his saddlebags. We bring them to me, but watch yourself. Odorin's group.
So I gotta switch some papers. Excuse me. I gotta switch some papers out. I mean, how do I get out of here? Oh. Well, that was easy. Sorry.
What brings you here?
Sorry. Sorry. I'm leaving. Don't mind me, okay? Just don't mind me at all. Yes, sir. Hey, look, I did it for you.
I've got those papers.
Quiet!
Lady, with all the clamor going on, here they are.
You're
welcome.
You're welcome.
And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you. No.
Yes, quite. But
How could I refuse a toast with
and to the success of...
All right. I gotta go downstairs.
Exactly why we mustn't push too hard.
All right, let me talk to you.
I need...
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put it... Jobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're...
On the contrary. I've come
Does
to
that
improve
improvement include a few thousand...
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top, only in order to get them.
You've got my attention.
Other people will
Don't
provide
worry,
us
it's
money as
not
well.
just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not.
Really? Name at least one of those.
Anna of Volstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's...
I wouldn't mention the word...
All right. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't
want her to be unhappy. What about me? What about young Lord Capon?
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
Yitka wouldn't want to marry an old man.
He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain too, eh? On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not...
All right, so you'll support our plan.
Will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will...
And what if Lord Capon...
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to...
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go...
Oh, snap. Okay. Finish.
Sir Hanush, I bring...
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained
us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
There was a catch.
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the rat ape.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him my...
Ah, cheers.
Cheers.
All right. We got it. We got him.
Greetings.
We got him. Wait, I gotta go back downstairs.
Greetings.
Sabuchik.
We
so
got it.
Hanush agreed.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill.
Let's go.
Enough formality.
Thank you.
Thank you, but I'd rather not drink.
All right. I don't care about that man's reputation. All right. Talk to Liechtenstein about the support.
It works out.
Wait.
And we walk out.
Yo, let me talk to you,
Gentlemen,
Liechtenstein.
I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion
Maddie,
of
what
the
up?
negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink.
All right. Here we go.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. They'll give you coin.
Yo, Sam, it's funny that you got Kingdom Come schedule on the title there, 'cause I love
still
that schedule on
loyal to
Skyrim.
King
That's funny.
Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Oh no, Hans. That sucks, bro.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
My fault, I was hungry. Hans, it's all right, my dog. It's all right, bro. What She's butt ugly, bro. Meanwhile, at Cuttenberg City Hall, we still working. We still working hard.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rabble get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylanders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
And drunks! Give them hell! Lazy fools, the lot of them.
How dare you?
Some of you are even swelling right here in the city council meeting. This is unbelievable.
Remove this swill pot from the hall immediately.
I'm telling the truth. This whole council is a farce. The whole city knows it.
Lord of Sargents, your insolence just cost you your place on the council, and a month in the dungeon.
But...
Hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up. And if not, put him in the pillory for a while, bailiff.
I'll see to it as soon as the council is over, Your Majesty.
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
That stuff is not going good for Sigismund's army.
The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy.
Uh-oh.
Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
All right.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly, we have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, rightfully.
Chat, yo, J-Rock.
These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You
Who's trying to get
suffered their
banned?
insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here.
I've been
He
good,
would
brother.
be
How about you?
intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend.
There you go, brother.
The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides.
You don't want none?
Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas'
They talk too long, brother. Come on.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
They talk too much.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Marquardt. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king. You did a good job, waiter. You can be proud of yourself.
Thanks.
Your Majesty.
Appreciate you, sir. Hey. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate that.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the council was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabush.
Uh-oh.
Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
That's not good.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderlin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white.
Alright.
We have had enough of it.
Let me switch. Hold on, just give me a second.
Others will follow. I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town all.
Yo, many Thanatos, appreciate the follow. Appreciate the like.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Yeah. Later that evening at the Raborsh Fortress. Okay. Sounds like they're about to get messed up. That's not good. That's not good.
Lord Kronstadt was going with them? No. So what? They left a long time.
Now we close our doors for the eve.
How'd you like a wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table.
That's cool, brother. You don't have to drink it.
No one's forcing. At least the people.
Indeed. En tout cas, judging by how you...
No, I don't hold back.
Give me 100 nights.
I had wicked thoughts.
About the girls?
God! Liechtenstein! What do you need?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to...
So,
touching. Come now.
I never had one.
Truly?
I'm too
Not
old
a bit.
for that.
I'm just a cynical old pragmatist.
In that case, I'm quite simple and pragmatic to fuck.
I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old...
Well, get something.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pitched and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and...
You can bet on it.
I don't...
All right, so we got to find some... I can't even see. How am I supposed to find anything?
But you're right about Sigismund. Sooner life returns to this country.
I can't even see. How am I supposed to find something?
Look, the mark of farcical. For a ride in the woods or a hunt.
The dry
Having
devil.
a good time?
It's a fucking bore.
Oh, what are you missing? There's wine, food, even a few females working.
I'd rather have...
Whatever, then.
It's easy for you to say. You don't have to listen to it day in, day out.
Let me talk to you,
How
brother.
come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir...
All hail Jobst. He sorted things out here nicely. He got my money for a start, but you know how it goes. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
Did you at least discuss with Hanus where the...
Nothing to discuss. The wedding will take place at our castle Littitz, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people.
Ah, but there are 2 castles in Rattay. I'd bet my right arm old Hanus...
What? In Rattay?
But deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger.
Have you ever thought about getting married?
I'm supposed to find some wine? Something's gonna happen. Yo, I'll be...
And a tail. And I say, it's a horse.
Where they keeping this extra wine? Down here? Look at it. Yeah.
The rat'll be good, I hope.
Look how slow I gotta walk. Something's about to happen, dog.
Now there's a piece of horse flesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
That's Von Berghoff. Yep, here we go.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
We gotta help, bro. We gotta help.
Jesus! The surrounded Christopher! He can't make it on his own!
You'll regret that. Get your eyes out!
Yeah!
Oh, I'm dead, bro. Somebody just cut me up, bro. I wasn't even ready for that. Hold on. Hold on. We're good. We're fine. Hold on.
Jesus! The surrounded Christopher! He can't make it on his own!
Where's Christopher?
Hey! Get him! He's done for! Take that fucker out, damn it! Good! But he's still standing. Back! One step back! Stand like that!
Is that what you're calling fighting like a man? Sorry.
Hold on, I'm getting tore up.
Yes! That's his face in! Get the fuck! I'll show you how a real knight fucking... Yes! That's his face in! My head!
Slice him up!
Another one like that. We'll kick your ass.
Dude,
To the devil.
he's tearing me up, bro.
Bash him on the head!
That's enough, you bastard!
Bad luck. Yeah!
What are those fancy moves, for fuck's sake? More coming! Brace yourselves!
Wreck, baby, wreck! Let's go! Kill von Berghoff. Is this Henry? Come on, Henry. Come on, Henry. Come on, Henry. Hey, before I go and help my friends, first of all, we got to do this. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I gotta. Yeah, and then I need. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Quick!
Come on in.
Quick! Go! Oh.
You're dead.
Oh, wait. Wait! That's not a master strike. I gotta stop him. Hold on.
Won't get me!
Master strike, baby. Yeah, Rick! Hold on, I gotta stop this bleeding real quick because that jump's gonna kill me. Hold on. Hold up. I can't use it yet. While I'm
That's
coming. All right, what happened, bro? What's going on? We killed all them boys.
That was a close shave.
a little too close. Oh, fuck me.
Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but... not everyone was so lucky.
Okay, I tried to warn
I tried
you.
to come as soon as possible and warn you. But von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
They wanted
He
Odorin.
wanted Odorin. He probably had no idea they'd find most of Sigismund's enemies here in one place.
I bet he couldn't believe his fucking luck.
And Sigismund will be moving at a gallop. We have to be really careful now. One wrong move, and he'll hang the lords.
What
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
What can I do?
What am I supposed to do? Can I help somehow?
You've done enough, don't you think?
And I'm sure Liechtenstein can't wait to find out what was discussed at the city council.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as...
Anyway, we've got work to do.
Give me a moment. I'll go... Guard the walls until...
Alright.
If anyone shows up, I want to know.
Alright, look, so I think that's going to be a good stopping point here for episode 16 of our Kingdom Come playthrough. So basically what happened is we snuck in as a waiter into the city council of Sigismund and all of his lords or whatever, the people that he orders. And we learned that they're going to ransack the Jews in Kuttenberg and that they were coming here to this fortress to find a specific guy, but they actually found all of his enemies. So Sigismund knows that we're here. He knows that we were meeting. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen with that. But now in the next video, we're going to start by going and telling Liechtenstein everything that we've learned and see what we're going to be able to do with it. So I appreciate you guys checking into the channel. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to click that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date. I think we're getting close to the end of this game, hopefully. So I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.